Hey you guys. Hey, so let me tell you guys, I'm on here just stopping by because I had a networking event planned today and it started at 6 o'clock. And so I was trying to make sure, I was trying to get to the event a little early so I could jump on a little early just so I could say hey and give y'all a little update of how things are going my way. However, once I got here, so I got here like probably 6 on the dot. I'm driving around trying to figure out, like, am I at the right location? So I double checked the address, the name of the actual location looks like it is correct. So I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all, let me show you better than I can tell you. Do y'all see? Do you see any cars? Yeah, there's no cars. So I done got myself mentally prepared to go to this event, and there's no one here. And then I looked on the flyer, and I already paid for the flyer. And when I looked at the flyer actually did say today's date. Because I was like, well, maybe I got the date wrong. And it automatically put it in my calendar as well. So then I'm not on Facebook, but I do have like a little Facebook account for like if I'm like doing a group coaching or something. And so I was like, well, let me get on Facebook and see if I can like Google the event or something like that. Like not Google it, but like Facebook search it, y'all. I see something that says April 8th. So I'm like, well, maybe they have like multiple events, or now I'm thinking that maybe they canceled the event or they put the wrong date for the Eventbrite or something. But I am highly disappointed. Hey, brother, look. I'm at this event. Look, I just was showing. Look, I'm supposed to be at this networking event trying to, you know, get my life out there, put my business out there, and no one's here. Like, and the place looks like, hold on. The place, like, looks like super dark and empty, and it looks, I don't want to say a little sketchy anyways, but I'm just saying, like, really? I am not happy. Like, I was making sure, I was like, you know, I'm going to be on time. And I did make it here on time. So I was really happy about that. And nobody's here. It's just me. I'm the only one here. And I'm telling you, I literally double checked. I looked at my ticket. My ticket says, I looked, the email says the 25th. My calendar, which it automatically put it in the calendar, says the 25th. So I'm just highly disappointed because I was really trying to put myself out there. And the introvert in me, baby, like, of course, y'all know I'm outgoing, but you know, your girl is really an introvert. I just like to be, you know, I have to get mentally prepared to go into different spaces. So I went to a networking event on Wednesday. It was for Black women. It was a really good event. Like, it was about 15 women. It was another local entrepreneur who's getting ready to launch her business, or just recently launched her business, and she just wanted to kind of get together. I Googled and found her event last week, so I was like, oh, let me go ahead and do that. And then I have like this goal to be doing so many networking events per quarter. So I'm like, oh my goodness, the quarter's almost over. I need to get the rest of these events in. So then today was supposed to be a speed networking event, which I was like, oh, that is so cool. Because that's one thing that I feel like when you go to networking events, especially like if you a little late, or, you know, just if you ain't got a chance to vibe with anybody yet, usually it's like people talking and like people are really deep into conversation, and like you don't want to be the weirdo, like, hey, sorry, don't want to interrupt you guys, but just wanted to introduce myself. Like, I just don't be wanting to be that person. And so speed networking sounds like a phenomenal idea. I've been to one speed networking event a couple years ago, and it was really cool. Like, literally, I think we sat at each table for like 15 minutes. There was like a panel discussion, and then we sat, you know, like I said, every 15 minutes we were moving to different tables and getting to meet like the people from the panel. I thought that was so good. I actually, my financial advisor, I met her at that event. And yeah, I'm really disappointed. This was like also a Black like a black owned business type of event as well. So I'm very highly disappointed in the fact that like I can contact the organizer, but it's not like a phone number or anything. So I'm basically going to be waiting to hear back a response from these people. My brother Logan said, "Did you pay your money?" I did pay my money. Yes. You had to pay your money in advance for the, you know how Eventbrite, you find a little event and then it gives you like your little ticket. Like, so yes, I've already paid for the event. It is paid in full. And I'm not even going to be here April 8th because I'm going to Atlanta next week. So it's not even like, oh, I'll just come back April. And then this place is not even up the street from me. Like, I live on the whole other side of town. Like, this was like a 30-minute drive for me. And I like was rushing home from like my grandparents and trying to do some other stuff today so I could make it to this event. Like, I literally planned my day around this event, and it was supposed to be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I'm not happy. Logan said, can you get a refund? We're going to get the refund for sure. We're definitely going to get the refund. Like I said, I just reached out to the event organizer trying to figure out what's going on, but like there's no event going on here. And like when I first pulled up, like it's like a little one-way to park, this little weird thing, and I accidentally pulled into the building next door, and I was looking down, I was like, I don't see anybody parked. So when I turned and like did a U-turn to come back here, I was like, no, it's really nobody here. And like the building is like pitch black, like nothing is going on. There's no table, no greeters, no nothing. So I'm a little sad because I was trying to be great, you know, like, you know, when you got it in your mind that you was just gonna be great, and you was just, you know, I had my little pitch that I was going to be spilling at each table. You know, I had wrote out my little key points of, you know, what I really wanted to get out of this event. And like I said, it was just going to be great for the networking purposes. Because of course you can network online, but it's just not the same as being in person. Even though I prefer, it just depends. Like I said, I just have to I'm cool being in public, but I just have to get mentally prepared to be in big spaces for, you know, a long amount of time. But I was prepared and ready. So there is one more event though that I'm supposed to be going to on Sunday, and that is, I think that's like another like black owned business event for, I think it's specifically for women as well. My friend found that one, so I'm gonna go to that one with her. But yeah, I was just disappointed, really sad. I was looking forward to this being my evening, so now I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing for the evening. And I think they was gonna have a little, you know, a couple little hors d'oeuvres, so I really didn't eat anything because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my little hors d'oeuvres. Well, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, so back to the event though from the other week. I mean, not the other week, from earlier this week. It was really good. The issue with that was like the parking. It was like in an area of town that is like kind of like downtown. It's like downtownish. So it's like one-way streets. There's nowhere to park. It's close to like Ohio State campus. It's a lot. So it took me like a half an hour to park. And that part, like, I almost left just because the parking is just so bad. Have y'all ever went somewhere and just like wanted to leave because of the parking? Am I the only one? Like, parking really makes me a little anxious. I don't have a bunch of anxiety, but when it comes to like going a location where I know that the parking is a struggle, it does make me very anxious, and I'm like over it. But I will say though, I did get to taste the insomnia cookies, because I've been seeing like people posting on social media like insomnia cookies, but it's been people in other states. So I didn't even realize that we had an insomnia cookies in Ohio. So I was just like, okay. And then I saw like a bag at the house one time, so I was like, who brought these? And when I was walking to the event, I looked to my left and it said insomnia cookies. So I was like, I gotta see what the big fuss is about. And now I understand. I got I want to say it was like a Reese cup cookie. It was really good. Like, It was really good. And it was warm. It was like, I don't know how they do it, but it just tastes so freshly, cooked. It didn't feel like they just heated it up. It tastes like it just literally came out the oven. It was so good. Do y'all have insomnia cookies in Texas? It was excellent. Oh man, it's so good. Now I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's an insomnia around here. There's actually one not too far from the crib. So I may end up stopping by because I feel like I need a little pick me upper, and I feel like that cookie will be really good to my spirit right now. So I might have to go get. And then I was talking to one of my grandmas, and I was telling her about the cookie. I'm like, ooh, Granny, this cookie is good. And she was like, well, how many did you get? I said, baby girl, I'm trying to get ready for this summer body, like, what you mean? I'm about to be eating all these cookies and stuff. And she was like, you should have got a couple of them. I was like, I just came for what I wanted. But it was really, really good. Really, really good. So, yeah. But, yeah, very disappointed in that. Other than that, this week has been going pretty good. Y'all, I'm still working on my dang on quiz for my business. This is the most frustrating, the smallest task, but the most challenging task I have had yet to date outside of my website, which website has just been on hold anyways, but it's been on hold for this quiz. And like, I was really trying to be intentional this week in finishing the quiz. I do have 2 questions for the quiz, so I've made some progress. And I actually have more questions than that, but for like this type of quiz, the issue is that the actual answer choices have to correlate with the outcome choices. So that means I have to pick a question that can give me answers that relate to the outcome, and that is the challenge. So I may be able to find like a question, but then I can only get like 1 or 2 of the outcomes, and I need it to be like for 4 different outcomes. So I have probably over 30 questions. I only want the quiz to be 7 or 8 questions. Like I said, I have about 30 questions right now, but they're just not usable. So I've literally just been writing out questions and just trying to come up with these, be creative with like the answers, and just my creativity obviously is just not there right now in this realm of space. So it has been a struggle. And like when I'm talking to people about it, they're like, oh no, that seems very simple. Like all you got to do is do. And I'm like, no, like you sit down here and do it with me. So literally I was talking to my best friend yesterday, and I'm like, hey, girl, like I'm struggling with this quiz. And she's like, well, what do you mean? So I started, like, I gave her an actual question with the answers and the outcomes, and she was like, oh, okay. And so she finally understood, like, when she was trying to help me like get through the actual question, because she was like, well, I don't, like, that seems simple. And I was like, that's what I thought. And I've literally changed the quiz like 3 times. I went to Instagram this week and asked a little poll in my stories, like, oh, what quiz would you guys want to see? It was like your brand's superpowers, your brand's kryptonite, or what is keeping you stuck in your business. So I got the most votes for what's keeping you stuck in your business. So that's the one I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and pivot and answer this piece and create a quiz on this piece. So I'm stuck, y'all. It's frustrating, but now I have the time. I'm gonna stay on here for a couple more minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my cookie, and I'm gonna head back home, and hopefully I can get this quiz finished tonight. And then another thing is, like, I know like simple definitely has its place, but sometimes I just be wanting to be a little extra. Like I want to, put a little bit of twist on things, and maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I don't think I am. But I don't know, y'all. The struggle's real. I wish I could like actually share and show y'all what I mean by like this quiz and where my struggles are coming in. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. I posted a reel a couple days ago on my Instagram, and it's funny, I had recorded the reel. I had like made all these draft reels when I was still in Puerto Rico. And so I had already recorded this reel, so I went to go post it, made my little caption with y'all. These captions, like trying to create captions for like your business on social media is, I'd be over it. And then it's so funny because they end up being like these long captions, and in my mind I'm like, I'm just gonna make this little quick caption, and it's like, but it's like never complete. So I made this reel and posted it, and it was glitching, the reel. Okay, so yeah, the reel that I made was glitching. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And so I ended up having to, oh, you do need to send a new picture of Mercy. Absolutely, please do that. Please do that. So yeah, I ended up having to delete my dang on reel because it was glitching. So I'm like, I was headed to my little event. So I'm like, let me go ahead and just re-record the reel because I know what to say. It's only like 2 little lines. And I recorded this reel, y'all. First of all, I don't know if y'all be making reels on Instagram, but if you make a reel, usually you know like within that first hour, like how the reel is gonna do. That first hour, the reel probably had like maybe 20-30 views. Usually that means it's probably for me. Like I might get like 100 views on the video, maybe 200 views on the reel. Y'all, that reel is up to like 3,000 views. Close to 3,000 views today. I was like, what in the world? Like, this is so freaking random. So yeah, I'm trying to get it together on the social media. I do want to create a character. So I wanted to have like kind of skits, like I am like a different character, and then I'm like myself as like the brand strategist. So let me know what y'all think about that. Cousin is on here. Hey cousin girl. Logan said baby girl started baby food this week. Oh, she gonna be ready to eat y'all at the house. I'm telling you. Now, are y'all doing are y'all making like homemade like baby food, or you guys buying baby food? Y'all doing like a combination? How y'all going about doing y'all baby food? Cousin said, where are you going? I'm actually, I remember I told you I had a event. I was going to a networking event today. Well, I got here. It was supposed to start at 6 o'clock and nobody is here. Literally not one car. All the lights are off in the building. And I'm all the way in Reynoldsburg, cousin. So you know I am not happy. Like I had to drive all the way out here and then got to be back out here tomorrow. So yeah, so that is pretty much, I'm just sitting in the car right now. So I'm about to be heading back up north shortly. I'm gonna go get me an insomnia. I'm gonna get me an insomnia cookie. Cousin said the ghetto. I know, right? Just super ghetto. Like I'm just not happy about it. And then like I said, there wasn't like a direct like phone number that I could call or anything like that. So I had to like leave like a what is it, like an email or a message through the Eventbrite. And I'm definitely requesting a refund. Sorry. Cousin said I'm in Hilliard at Sam's. Oh, you be on the go. You must have went as soon as you got off work. Ma'am, yeah, you definitely be on the go. For sure. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on. I was telling them about the event that I went to on Wednesday, how it was a really good event, how I was looking forward to this event, and talking about me still working on my quiz for my business and the struggle. Cousin said, yeah, being bougie and doing pureed food, Logan. Oh, pureed food. Oh yeah, I know. I wonder. It looked like he might have logged off real quick, but yeah, I wonder how he's gonna do the food for sure. Cause I have been seeing like people making like their own baby food and stuff like that. But I will say my favorite baby food. Cousin, did you have a favorite baby food? I really like the baby applesauce. It's pretty good. The little baby peaches are pretty good too. There is some pretty good baby foods. Oh, Logan said it cut me off. Oh, Logan, we was asking about you and the baby's food. Are you going to be, like, are you buying food? Are you pureeing food? A combination or what? I was going to go to the house, but I talked to the construction supervisor and he said the house will be under inspection, then drywall. Oh, Logan cousin is getting a house built. She had been looking. How long you been looking for a house? I want to say she's been looking for a house. It feels like a year. I don't know if it's actually been that long, but it feels like a good year. And she finally decided to go the new build route. So we are super, super excited for her. It should be, the home should be ready. Is it going to be June? That is so exciting. And I still haven't made it out there. I want to go make it out there so I can see it. Oh, cousin says she's been looking for a house. It's been 3 years. I mean, I know you have been on it for sure, but I know you've been like on it for sure at least this last year. Like actively like going house. Like, I mean, literally. Oh, she said the house should be finished April or May. Wow. Is that sooner than what you thought it was going to be done? That's super quick. Logan said, oh, that's good, cousin. Cousin said, yep. Oh, wow. That is amazing. I don't know. I'll be over there in the guest bedroom, girl. Everybody probably calling dibs for to be a guest over at your house. No, you said no? What no to what part, cousin? It needed to be yesterday. Oh, you ready to be gone out of your place? I feel you. I absolutely feel you, girl. I can't wait. So, cousin said, thanks, Logan. Another thing. So, I got an update for y'all about Mexico. So, my cousin, another cousin had sent me a TikTok, and it was this dude, and he was talking about why he was moving to Mexico. And he was showing like a tour of like, I guess the place he's gonna be staying in. It was so nice. They had like marble floors, like it had like a little private pool in the back. Like it was just so nice. And he was like, yeah, I'm only paying $600 a month for my place or whatever. And so yesterday my dad had somebody working on his yard, and the guy, one of the guys was Mexican, so he telling, you know, my dad, you know how parents be, yeah, you know, my daughter's about to be going to Mexico. And so my dad's like, hey, are you busy? I'm like, no. He's like, well, come, I want you to come meet, you know, meet the guy or whatever. So he was like, where do you think about moving to? And I just said the place that the guy had mentioned, because I told you I did a whole bunch of research or whatever. So he was like, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful there. It is so nice. And I was telling him about the guy's place and how the guy's place had like the, you know, there's two, it was, I want to say it was two bedroom place. And it was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. $600. He was like, oh no, you can find a place much cheaper than that. You can find a really nice place for $300. Y'all, I'm just trying to keep my living expenses under $1,000 being out there, so I can save and get ready to go to Africa next after Mexico. Because I want to be in Mexico from like 6 months to a year. 6 months for sure, like at the minimum. 1 year to like the max. And I was like, $300. He's like, oh yes. He like has a friend or something that's out there. So just to let y'all know, if y'all want to do some research, since y'all know I haven't done any, it's the Yucatan is the name of like the area, or I don't know how they really break down. Y'all, I'm a little ignorant, so please don't judge me. Yucatan though, and I want to say the area is like Merida, and I'm saying it like kind of in English, not like how I should be pronouncing it in Spanish. But I think it's like Merida, one of the two, y'all. I think it's MERDITA, something like that. I'm sure if you look up that, start typing it in, it'll pop up Mexico. So I did look up a video yesterday, and it was a girl, a young lady, not a girl, but like a woman who had moved there with her kids. and she's been in Mexico for maybe 5 years now, and she plans on like staying long term in Mexico. And I want to say maybe she's from like Texas or something like that. And so she had mentioned this girl who was actually on, like, they did an episode of her on the International House Hunters. Have y'all seen the show International House Hunters? I don't know. But yeah, so it's a show talking about international house hunters, and she was on the actual episode because this lady helped her find her house. And so I was like, oh, that's super cool. So I ended up setting up an appointment with the lady who is from the area, and she has a business where she basically helps get you set up, because basically they said every part of Mexico is a little bit different. For this part that I'm considering relocating to, you have to have someone who is Mexican who will basically vouch for you and basically say you're gonna pay your rent, right? So they said you usually have to pay your rent. Hey, if anybody's just logging in, I'm just talking about my relocation to Mexico that is going to be happening later this year, and just kind of the process about it. So yeah, so basically she was saying that you have to have somebody who will vouch for you that is Mexican so that you will pay your bills. She said you usually have to pay your first month rent, you have to pay a second month's rent, and then you have to pay like kind of like this deposit thing. So basically you have to be ready to put down 3 months worth of rent. And I was like, if rent only $300, like here you go. Like even $600, I'm like, cool, like let's do it. But she offers a few different services. So she will do the actual like the house hunting for you. And cousin said, go and read in the comments. Cousin said, don't do my cousin. Girl, bye. $300 where? Did you find it? Like, were you able to look it up? You probably not trying to do it because you're on here right now. But yeah, that's the part of Mexico. But, so she was saying that, oh yeah, so they'll find different places for you before you actually get there. The girl recommended though, she was like, you might want to just go ahead and do an Airbnb when you get here versus trying to find a place before you actually get there. So that's kind of what I'm considering. That's why there's not like a huge level of urgency for me. My biggest thing is definitely really focusing on getting serious with my Spanish from now until I get to Mexico. Because another thing they said is that the actual like contract, they don't have like English versions of the contract. So usually people will have like someone who will, I forgot the official name of the person, but they will have someone who can come and like translate for you. And I'm sure it's like some type of fee or something like that, as well as this lady's service. So I was actually supposed to meet with her this morning. I had a meeting scheduled with her this morning. So I was so excited about it. And she had to cancel, y'all. She did say she had a family emergency, so I completely understand. But she basically gave me like her direct like contact through WhatsApp. And oh my gosh, that's what I'm thinking, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to really have WhatsApp on my phone. I always like add it for when people ask me to add it, but as soon as I'm done using it, I always delete it off my phone. But I'm like, I'm really gonna need WhatsApp once I relocate to Mexico so I can stay in contact with everyone. Another thing, y'all, I'm considering potentially getting a car. Like, I know originally I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Mexico. I don't want to have a car. I don't want to, but I'm like, I kind of want to be able to travel. And like, I know I can pay for like Ubers and stuff to kind of get, from point A to point B. Like, but if I want to go, somewhere else in the country, like, I need a car. Like, I don't want to have to be trying to depend on anybody. But then again, I talked to another girl and she was like, oh, when I want to travel, I'll just get like a rental car. So I want to see like kind of what the process would be to get a car over there. Oh, cousin said you a scammer with WhatsApp. Right, I know a lot of scammers definitely live on WhatsApp. But yeah, comment though, let me know, what do y'all think? Do y'all think I should try to look into getting a car over there, like what the policies are? I'm not going to be there long term. I'm going to be there maybe 6 months to a year. I mean, for the most part, I survived in Puerto Rico without my own car. So, I mean, I know it can definitely happen. But I don't know. A little part of me is like, I do kind of want a car. So I'm a little torn. So yeah, so right now I do have one place. Somebody was asking me like would I move to like Tulum, 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 Mexico, and I said absolutely not. Just because I know it's a lot of visitors there, like a lot of people, not visitors, vacationers, I should say, there. And I really want for this trip, like when I was in Puerto Rico, I had a lot of visitors. This time I go to Puerto Rico, I'm not, this time when I go to Mexico, I kind of want a different vibe. This is kind of like a sabbatical, so I'm not really going to be open to really hosting a bunch of people. Like, I may let a few folks come down, but that's not like my MO. Like, folks like, oh, I'm coming. Like, okay, cool. You know, if I see you, I see you. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing like the whole host thing like I did in Puerto Rico. Just because, for one, it's very expensive. Because, of course, when people are coming to visit you and you live on like in like a resort destination type of area, like for them it is truly a vacation. You know, they've saved up their coins, they know the activities they want to do. Like, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not going zip lining and going to the same waterfall 20 times in Mexico. I can't do it. I cannot. But I will make sure that, you know, I have the resources available. Maybe I'll create like a little guide for like friends and family if they want to come. But yeah, I'm not feeling it. Let's see. Cousin said tourists. Oh yeah, they are tourists, right? Sorry, because I couldn't get the name out. I'm like vacationers. Like, what else did I call them? So sorry. And my mama's on here. Hello, mother, dear. My mom said buy a scooter. That's also an option. I really want a bike. I hope I can find a bike because, mind y'all, it's been a bike shortage like almost everywhere. So that is a struggle. Like, I really desire to have a bike. If I could get a bike in Mexico, I would be so happy. And like a nice bike. Like, I'm not trying to get a bike that I can get from Walmart. Like, I need a nice quality bike so I can do some nice quality rides. Mom, I was telling them the part of Mexico I'm considering is the Yucatan area. And then my cousin said it's the anti-mask people out for me. Oh, right now? But you know what? I will say, for the most part, during like the pandemic, there were certain parts of Mexico, like specifically like the Yucatan area, where they were very, very strict. And there were people who were relocating back to the States temporarily because they were tired of like how strict the mask mandates were. They don't really bother me, but I guess like a lot of things were like clothes and things like that, and they were just like, the quality of life was not like what they knew it was usually, if that makes sense. So they were like, yeah, we got to make something different. My mother said, hello, you look beautiful. Thanks, my darling. I came to a networking event out here on Main Street in Reynoldsburg, and unfortunately there's no one here except for me. There's still no cars here, so I don't know what happened as far as the communication with the event. I didn't get anything saying that there was a change of date. It allowed me to purchase a ticket, and I did check my account, and they did take those coins from my account already. So of course I'm gonna have to like dispute for a refund and everything. Oh, spell it. Oh, the Yucatan is like YUCATAN. Did they send the email? No, they did not send the email. I got the email for the event, but I didn't get like any follow-up emails. Is it for today? Absolutely. It was in my calendar. You know, like how you do the event and it automatically puts it in your calendar. So I didn't even put it in my calendar. It's automatically in my calendar. I double checked the ticket. The ticket is for today. Like, I looked at everything. I double checked everything. So it was definitely supposed to be for today. So yeah, that is the struggle. That is the current struggle. So yeah. Have you guys had insomnia cookies is the question. Because that is where I'm getting ready to head, to go get me an insomnia cookie. I really hope they had a special the other day. It was like it was a purple cookie. I forgot what it had in it. And I wanted to try one, but they were like, oh, sorry, we're sold out already. I was like, okay, cool. But I'm going to try to go and grab the peanut butter one. It's really good. The Reese cup one. Reese's PC, Reese cup, something. It's really good. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and check in with you guys. I know I be all over the place sometimes with these conversations, but I need to update you guys and let y'all know what's going on and how things are going my way. But like I said, the biggest updates for me, networking events this week, getting, out there on my social media and trying to post daily. I am on my 25th day of posting straight. When I first got on my Instagram, I posted for 30 days straight, and then I took like a little break for a couple weeks, and then starting March 1st, I am posting 30 days of content. So that is always a challenge, but I am, trying to meet the bar for that. Cousin said the cookies are overrated. I mean, the cookie I had was very excellent. I don't have enough. I don't know. I haven't tried enough of the cookies to have a real opinion, but the little Reese cup one, it was really good. And it was warm. I enjoyed it. I know my cookies and food. Oh, I know you do. Did you try the Reese cup one? If not, I encourage you to try it, because that's the only point of reference I have. And then not only that, I know sometimes all locations are not created equally. I went to the one in the Short North, so I don't know which one you went to, cousin, as far as your experience. So yeah, let's see. I'm conservative. Oh my gosh, you're crazy. It's a no for me. Okay, got you. Well, I'll let you know after today, after I try a cookie from another place, if I still have the same high opinions that I had from the other day. Yeah, so yeah. Pretty much. So yeah, that's what's going on, you guys. Like, I'll definitely, so that means next week I'll be in Atlanta, so I'll be checking in with y'all from Atlanta. I'll definitely be giving y'all an update, and I know this angle's probably got me looking crazy today, but I will definitely be giving y'all an update as far as me speaking with the lady who does the house hunting for you and helps you get settled in, and just kind of talk to her. She also plans trips as well, like for people who are considering relocating to this specific area. She does like 7-day trips, I believe. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. But like I said, I'm really going down there, very intentional. As long as it's like a good vibe as far as like the area, I'm definitely down. They said it's a lot of expats that live there for sure, which I'm like, I hope it's not like too expat-y, but from what the drift that I'm getting is like, it's a lot of like locals, because I really want to interact with like the locals and really get my Spanish together. Yes, I'm at Main Street, mother. Ask any of your friends if they're celebrating the Passover. It starts next week. Are any of you guys celebrating Passover that starts next week? Will you? Who approved this? Oh, who approved me going to Atlanta? Oh yeah, I'm going to Atlanta. I was supposed to be going Monday or Tuesday, but then I thought about pushing it back to Wednesday because I want to go skating. I know, so petty. I want to go skating on Tuesday. So I was like, maybe I should go Wednesday. And then I got a phone call the other day talking about a dentist appointment that is on Wednesday. So then that will push me back to Thursday. So I haven't decided if I'm going to try to reschedule my dentist appointment or not. But yeah, I'm definitely like, oh, I'm going skating. I'm going to just try to leave a little early so I can go to sleep and get on the road the next day. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be going to Atlanta next week. That is the plan. Not sure how long I'm going to be there, but I'll be there for at least a week. I'll say that. And my goddaughter's birthday is next week. She's in Alabama, so I may drive to Huntsville from Atlanta, depending on how I'm feeling. It's about 3-hour drive maybe. So yeah. All right, my mom says she's helping a friend. Oh, Shava knows. All right. Well, it has been wonderful catching up with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will be checking in with y'all next week. I will let y'all know how things are going. I will let you guys know if I'm closer to a location for where I want to relocate. And hopefully I can take more time to start doing a little bit more research. But like I said, there's really no rush because I'm not leaving until like the end of July going into August. So no really rush. No big rush for sure. All right. Have a blessed week, you guys.